Tungsten switches were restricted to people who bought a round 2 Mr. Suit board, and fortunately, I have some to try. Just a quick note that these switches belong to a friend of mine, so I'm thankful for the opportunity to try them. The tungsten switches come in at 65 cents a piece. The top housing is made of nylon PA6, the stem is made of POM and has a long stem for pull bottom out, it comes with a 63-gram bottom out spring, and the bottom is made of nylon PA66. Total travel on these is not listed, but I put them between Texi Carat switches, which I know have a total travel of 3.5mm, and lo and behold, these also have 3.5mm total travel. By using a flat object, such as my switch puller, I can effectively create a bridge. Since all three switches are flat, and I can't press the tungsten further, I know that they have the same travel distance as the two side switches. On the other hand, if the bridge wobbles like with this pen U, then I can estimate that the pen U has a total travel distance of maybe 3.4 or even less, based on how much seesaw action there is. Anyways, these are 5-pin switches and there's no factory lube. There's quite a bit of spring ping in stock form, but again, these aren't my switches, so I'm not going to lube them. Here's how they sound in stock form. Wow, these things are so clacky. Keep in mind also that I'm using cat keycaps, so they're even crazier with cherry keycaps. The pitch isn't as high as my black Hyperglides, but the pull bottom out makes these things significantly louder. I mean, just look at this recording. The left is the tungsten, the middle is the pen U, and the right is the Hyperglide. The feel in these switches is interesting. For starters, the stock smoothness is on par with the pen U, but I had to try a few switches to figure that out. The reason for that is the stock springs are quite terrible. There's spring crunch on almost all the switches that I've tried, which can make it sound as if the switch is scratchy when it's actually not. For the sake of science, I'm going to lube one of these switches, and I can already tell you now that if you're not going to spring swap them, you absolutely want to lube the springs. Alright, so based on the feel, I would highly recommend that you lube the stems and the bottom housings as well if you want a smoother typing experience. I donut lubed the spring and brushed the top, so I don't hear any spring crunch anymore or any spring ping, so you can definitely use these springs, but again, you'll want to at least lube them. Overall, if you're looking for a clacky switch with pull bottom out, I can think of no better switch to recommend. These will eventually be for sale to the general public, so if you didn't get any from the Mr. Suit Round 2 sale, then hang in there. There isn't much reason to pay aftermarket prices. Anyways, that's it for me this time. Thanks for watching.